Hey, what's God calling you to? How can a young professional know and discern what God's calling them to do? Well, you won't want to miss these 3 important first steps as you think about calling. Hi, I'm John Scroggins, Director of the Baton Exchange, and we love walking alongside Christian 20-somethings, helping them learn how to integrate faith, work, and leadership. In this session, we're going to interview David Kim, Executive Director of the Center for Faith and Work in New York City, on this question of how can we as a young professional discern God's call on our life.
Main topics we deal with here at CFW is the concept of calling. And one of the things we try to correct is when people are asking questions of calling, they think so much about what job should I be doing. And we try to broaden that in some ways, that calling is first and foremost about the caller, about the ability to discern His direction and His will for you. Because in some ways, God doesn't really care whether you're a fireman or a lawyer or a doctor if you're not really able to discern His own kind of call for you. And so we really try to start with this idea of calling and discerning the voice of God through His Word, through the people of God, and then from there understand how the gospel changes who you are and then what you are called to do. So I think when people think about calling, I just want to encourage them to really start with who God is and who you are in light of Christ, and how does that then change the way you think about what you do.
Okay, to summarize what David said, as you think about calling, think about these 3 things. 1, who's the caller? So that's God, obviously. So how can we get to know God better? To know His heart and His mind for us. 2, try to get an understanding of who you are in Christ. And 3, in light of that, how might that influence the things that He calls you to do?